Now, Steve Borthwick has named his England team to face the reigning world champion South Africa at Twickenham this Saturday. For more on this, let's join our reporter Eleanor Roper with the breaking news. Ellie, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Steve Borthwick naming his side in the last few minutes, and he makes 4 changes to his starting 15. And I think the headline has to be the return of Jack van Poortvliet, who starts at scrum half on Saturday. He injured his ankle in a World Cup warm-up. As a result, missed the whole of the World Cup, didn't take part in the Six Nations, but he's back in the side and he starts at 9. We can bring you the rest of the team now. Freddie Stewart, another big headline. He was a huge part of this England side in the build-up to the Rugby World Cup and indeed at the Rugby World Cup in France. But of late, Steve Borthwick has favoured George Furbank and often moving Marcus Smith to 15. But Freddie Stewart is back at fullback. Sam Underhill comes back into the side. That's following the absence of Tom Curry. He's following return to play protocols following a head injury last weekend. And it's the same for Emmanuel Feya-Waboso. He's also following those protocols. In his place, Ollie Slightholme makes his first England start. Now, in the last couple of weeks, we've seen Steve Borthwick naming his team on a Tuesday, but he's taken a bit more time about it this week. A lot to consider with various injuries and a huge test this weekend. We know England have lost against New Zealand. They've lost against Australia. And tests don't come much bigger than this, do they? As you mentioned there, world champions South Africa at Twickenham, and there is a line to bring you on that as well, because they've named their side this morning, and South Africa making 12 changes to the side that beat Scotland last weekend, and that includes the return of their captain Siya Kolisi. Now, much is talked about the makeup of the South African bench and them using the bomb squad, but Rassie Erasmus opting for a more traditional, a more conventional 5-3 split this weekend. But a huge test. The last time England played South Africa was in that Rugby World Cup semi-final, losing by a point. So can they change that result this weekend and get their Autumn Nations series back on track? Well, we'll hear from Steve Borthwick shortly alongside England captain Jamie George, and we'll bring you what they have to say here on Sky Sports News.
Lovely stuff, Eleanor. Thank you.